the book world knows, anyone who doesn't live under a rock knows, Harry Potter The Cursed Child Parts 1 and 2 Rehearsal Edition came out at the end of July. I could not wait. I went in on my day off and I got myself my own copy of The Cursed Child. This is how I grew up. I was a muggle. I was trapped as a muggle, and I wanted to be a witch, and I wanted to go to Hogwarts, and I couldn't, so I had to read about Harry and his friends and their adventures and how fantastic it was and how, boring and muggle-ish my life was. So this came out, and it is, again, based on the screenplay for the theater production, which takes place 19 years after the Deathly Hallows. It follows Harry, Ron, Hermione, Draco, some of the professors, and Harry's children, and Draco's child, which was super cool. So really, it kind of shows a lot of how maybe not having the proper father figure growing up has kind of made Harry not really sure what he's doing as a dad. And I feel bad, not just for Harry, but also for his kids, because that's hard. That is really hard. If you have no role model, and then you have to be that kind of a role model, things just can go wrong. And this shows how those things went wrong. It's quite touching. I really enjoyed the book. It's very fast-paced. The first deterrent most people have is that, well, it's not a novel. When's the novel coming out? I don't want to read a screenplay. Honestly, once you get past Act 2, it really just reads like a novel. It's like, if you're the person that skips the descriptive stuff in the middle and just reads what people are saying, then this just does that job for you. I'm that person. I skip through books, end up reading like a whole 2 pages of dialogue, and I'm like, oops, I wonder if something important happened, and I'll read it again. I don't feel like I need to read anymore. It wraps up very nicely. If there is more, I'll read it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I will read it. I will love it. It's Harry Potter. This is my life right here. Okay, so for the rest of the summer, I plan on reading a lot of graphic novels, and to start, I will be reading all of these. These are the Assassin's Creed comics that have been coming out from Titan. Blech, so many comics here. Can't fan these very nicely. I did finally get issue number 3 from the publisher. It took about a month and a half for it to come in, and I paid about triple what I pay for in store. That included, I believe, shipping cost. But I have it. I'm happy I have it. I can carry on this series. But as I understand it, this first arc is 14 issues long. There are 2 new arcs coming out in September. One looks like it's Pirates, Black Flag era, and I'm super excited for that because I really liked that series. I really liked that game and the book by Oliver Bowden that filled in a lot of the missing information there. The next books I got were the Tsubasa manga. These are a continuation of the original series, which was the Reservoir Chronicles. This is the World Chronicle. This essentially takes place after they have gathered all of Sakura's memories, and she is back. And now Shan must carry on his journey because Fei Wang still needs to be defeated. I have most of the original series. I started collecting them shortly before the publisher stopped producing them, so it's been a very long journey to collect all of the graphic novels from the original series. I did watch the entire anime series that they did, but they canceled that one partway through the story. I understand that the graphic novels carry on much further than the TV show did, so what I need to do is check out my manga reading app and power through the rest of the manga series so that I can hurry up and see what happens once Sakura has all her memories. The next book I have is a graphic novel, and that is The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. This is who it's by, Roberto and Robert Hack. Sorry, Roberto, I'm gonna butcher that, so I'm just not even gonna try. As you saw, it says book 1. This looks like it will be a series. Not sure how long, but it is Sabrina the Teenage Witch, just darker, grittier, creepier, and I am totally digging it. I really didn't want to get into buying a lot of graphic novels because they are quite pricey. This one was actually only $20, which, you know, I'm okay with that. Again, same with manga. It's a bit pricey for my liking, especially when I can read it online. But this one was just super cool. Even if I don't get the rest of the series, it's really cool to have this one in my collection. For the Assassin's Creed issues, the reason I buy them is because I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I've got the visual history right here. I've got it tattooed on my arm. If you've seen my old videos, I have a few of the books. I do own all of the adaptations by Oliver Bowden at the moment. I did The Afterlife by Archie, and now they are out with a Sabrina adaptation that just brings it to that darker, witchy 1960s era, and it's really cool just to see their take on the darker side of Sabrina. The last book I'm going to read, I am also reading with my coworker. She was the one who got me to read A Darker Shade of Magic, and carrying on with a similar trend, we are going to be reading This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. This is her latest young adult novel that has come out about monsters and humans, a monster who wants to be human, about a girl who just wants to be like her father, very ruthless, kind of, and they form an unlikely friendship. The song part of it is, it looks like there's a song that steals souls. That's going to be all for now, and I will see you all later.